she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, where to get your heavy.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady and the Houston Texans taking on Justin Herbert and the San Francisco 49ers.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Adam Butler.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. A slant to Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 12 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. to throw. It's Brady. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Makes the score, Texans.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tom Brady scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the 49er 1st down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
On 1st down, it's Herbert taking a deep shot here for. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At 25-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the...
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Brady's throw there complete. And some room to work. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return is Jones, and he'll be out right at the 35. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Hardman on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Josh Jacobs.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man right side. It's Sharp.
Complete to
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Texans 10. 49ers 7.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. To throw is Brady. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down to the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon. Bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Henry Ruggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Brady will throw. This one caught by Davis. 8 yards under completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Brady going option left. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Henry's got it out on the left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And right side, Henry's got it.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Niners take over first and at their own 29-yard.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession, but I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Texans' 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Niners 17, Texans 13.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Marlon Davidson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Why are we doing this?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Oh, design run for their wideout. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, San Francisco.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Herbert's pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Quick throw complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 11. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Herbert. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Herbert, quick pass out wide, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 24. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed to head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels